All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right. We the Hebrew Israelites, we come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall and the destruction of America, which is biblically known as Babylon, and I also tell you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that you're the Israelites, okay? And the Israelites are the chosen people of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai being the true name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, okay? We're the chosen people of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So within knowing that, what do we have to do? All right, because you can't just know that you're an Israelite and expect to get saved in this upcoming destruction that's coming upon America, man, and the rest of the world. All right, there's something required of you, and that is what? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, man. Hitting these highways and byways, feeding the sheep, making your lessons. All right, taking this thing seriously. All right, doing the best you can. All right, and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, and if you do that, hey, the Lord got you. You'll be saved, man. But on the contrary, if you do the opposite, the Lord is going to destroy you. Because a lot of things is coming down the pipeline, man. A lot of destruction. All right, we can see things heating up around the world. As a matter of fact, just let you know that we're in the last days real quick. This is Matthew, chapter 24. I'm going to get my physical sword. Bear with me. This is Matthew 24, and we're going to start at 7. And we're going to start at 6, and we read. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, which we're hearing of wars and rumors of wars right now. All right? We have it over there with China, supposedly is to invade North Korea, and America is an ally to Taiwan. Nah, Slovakia, not to invade North Korea. China to invade Taiwan. All right, and Taiwan is an ally to America. So America will have to come in defense of Taiwan. And also China is talking about when they invade Taiwan, that they're going to cyber attack America. And this cyber attack is not going to be like, you know, cut a few computers off or something like that. A couple people in America can't get on their phones. No, they're talking about attacking the whole electrical grid, attacking water treatment facilities, and attacking communications to where all phones go off. As a matter of fact, a sister had a dream about that. Now, I don't know if China will be responsible of it, but this is what China is threatening. All right, wars and rumors of wars. We got the war going on with Ukraine and Russia. That's an actual war going down. Okay? They're trading shots right now, and America is involved with that. Now you have Russia talking about, hey, the threats that America is making to Russia because they're going to war with Ukraine, that they're inching themselves closer and closer to World War III. All right? Medvedev, which is the ex-president of Russia, came out and said that because Trump have gave Russia 50 days to come up with a peace deal between them and Ukraine. But then as those days started going by, Trump said, you know what, fuck that. We're giving them 10 to 12 days. All right? And if they don't, well then, you know, we're going to hit them with sanctions and this, and we're going to put sanctions and tariffs on anybody who tries to do business with Russia. So Medvedev, if I'm saying his name correctly, he's the ex-president. He came out and said, well, you know what you're doing? You're making us get closer and closer to World War III. And it's not going to be Russia against Ukraine. It's going to be Russia against America. So wars and rumors of wars. We also got there over there in Middle East, the so-called Middle East. All right. Israel and Iran going to war. They just traded shots not too long ago. It was a 12-day war. All right. And we have the proxies of Iran still going to war with Israel right now. The proxies of Iran is the Houthis, Hezbollah, and Hamas. All right. And we have them actually creating shots and shooting missiles and all this over there in Israel right now. And then now they're talking about is there going to be a war 2.0 with Iran and Israel? So here you go, wars and rumors of war. Continue. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, nation shall rise against nation. We seeing that, the prepping of the race war right now. They have this thing out right now called black fatigue, where you have a bunch of Edomites hitting the YouTube and saying how they tired of niggas, man. Which, to be real, everybody tired of niggas, man. Everywhere Jake go, he fuck it up, bro. He turned it into a goddamn ghetto, and you know Esau kind of getting tired of it. Like Elder Manaka Zakma just said, you got the wicked looking at Jake like, damn, y'all wicked as fuck. You see? So we seeing that come start up, and Trump just basically waged war against you niggas out there. All right? He deployed the troops to Washington, D.C. He deployed the troops to Washington, D.C., National Guard, FBI, to Washington, D.C. to combat violent crime over there. And there's a video out where you had the actual FBI coming to Jake in their backyard. In their backyard telling them basically, hey, well, we out here drunk. Oh, come. Right. So we got the FBI literally in Washington, D.C. right now. There's a video out there. They approaching Jake like, hey, we smell weed and all that other stuff. The camera's going to pull a little bit. All right. So yeah, hey man, that whole thing, black fatigue, man. Hey, Jake tired of you niggas, and Esau getting tired of you niggas. So we're saying nation rise up against nation, man. God, continuing. And kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right? It says all these are the beginning of sorrows. And we're seeing this famines. We're seeing the famine kind of, how would you say, almost, it's not taking place here in America, but we're seeing through the tariffs, higher prices and all that, we're seeing major inflation here in America. And major inflation, or hyperinflation, leads to a famine. And across the world, you have certain places that's actually going through full throttle famine right now, right? It says, and pestilence is that too. Other places out here got Ebola, airborne Ebola. Like over there in Africa, they actually got signs on the street corners that's they actually have signs on the street corners. You know how you see a child at play sign? They actually got signs like that that's saying this place is an Ebola area. All right, so you got pestilence out there for real, man. And now they talking about a pestilence here in America. You got this zombie fucking virus that the rabbits and the deers is getting. They have a rabbit out there with tentacles on it, and they letting you know, don't touch these rabbits, because you're gonna fuck around and get that shit that they got. Right. What type of shit is that? Now you have basically some Last of Us shit going on. And for those of you who don't know what The Last of Us is, a TV show, but before it was a TV show, it was a PlayStation simulation. I call them not a game, because a game to me is more like Tetris and shit like that. But then you have other shit like out there like I believe it's a simulation. It's actually something put together for you to play it, and it's really telling you something. Yep. So I believe it's like kind of like a simulation. And so Last of Us, there was a disease out there through the mushroom, through fungi and shit like that, and it fucked everybody up. How it spread was through the bread and through grain and shit like that. Well, hey, we have these things being talked about. Pestilence, man. It says, and earthquakes in diverse places. You got some Africa? And earthquakes in diverse places. So, it seems like every day there's an earthquake. We had, not too long ago, what was it, less than a week ago, give or take. It was an earthquake in New Jersey. There was an earthquake in China as well. China. Yeah. One just happened yesterday. There was an earthquake in New York. It's like an earthquake every day, and you got people looking like, yo, what the fuck is going on? It's because what? All these are the beginning of sorrows. We're in the beginning of the sorrows, man. So there's no reason for Jake to be walking around high on his horse, man, acting like this is the greatest thing since sliced bread, America, man. All right, because you got Jake in this mirth type spirit. You got Jake in this jovial type spirit, man. Here, he don't think this Babylon shit is all too bad, man. All right, and he's in the wrong spirit. That's what I'm about.
We're going to bring out 2 Ezra 16 and 35. It reads, "Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai." We are the servants, the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American men, women, and children in that order. And as brother was talking about, you know, as being servants, man, we have to be circumspect and have our heads on a swivel and understand the times that we're living in, bruh. And sure, it could be worse. We're in America. This is where the Lord put us at. We got a little walking around room, a little liberty here. But those liberties, that walking around room needs to be focused on the conclusion of the matter and what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
Serving the Lord, but not in a spirit of mirth, you know, chasing the bag or living your best life. Behold the word of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai spake. That's those false gods, man, that you are hearkening on to and looking to for different things, you know, to fit your narrative. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
That's
We're
right.
watching them manifest. We're watching them come to pass, watching them unfold. And to some people, when they see things are unfolding, they just say, "Yeah, man, I'm glad I'm in America, bro." Like, okay, we're not getting hit like some other places. But, you know, as the scripture says, you know, if the Heavenly Father hadn't shortened the days, the very elect, you see, would be, how's that go?
It says that the Lord he shortened the days for the elect's sake, because
for the elect's sake.
Basically, if he didn't, there'd be no more flesh on the earth,
flesh
man.
on the earth, man. So the servants are here for the most part in this area in Babylon, bro, to bring out this gospel, man.
That's right. That's like the brother was saying, that's the whole duty of man, man. It's to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. And we were told what? To feed the sheep. So how do we feed the sheep? By making videos, turning the camera on the highways and byways. And this isn't about being superstars on a camera or whatever, having the illest garment. No, we're supposed to be edifying, getting into what? To build up what? The brother's faith and the brother's knowledge out there, man. And the few sisters that stumble across our videos, man. Also in our houses, man, where we dwell at, man, when we leave camp. All right, we're supposed to be doing what? Studying, help sharpening our sword. So when we cut that camera on in the house, all right, we bring it out edifyingly, man. It's edifying. All right, so what we're doing is staying focused on this truth, man. Our eye is single, which means being focused. All right, and the Lord says what? Be not ignorant in anything small or great.
Right.
I'm gonna also say, what does it say? Measure the times diligently within themselves. So we're not just going to the house and just kicking back and just doing whatever. All right. You know, we have leisure time, you know, things that we like to do and, you know, things that we enjoy doing and things like that. Right. It's a balance with it. But we also on our watch. We're looking at the YouTube. We ain't looking at bitches twerk. We're looking at the news. We're looking at geopolitics. We're looking at what Trump is doing here in America. We're looking at the prophecies coming to pass. We're watching out for that. Did not the Lord say what? That we are watchmen? All right. Now, what is a watchman? A watchman in the ancient times was what? A soldier that was deployed to the walls. Right? And this soldier would do what? He would watch for the enemy to bust a move. And when he see the enemy bust a move, what he'll do, he'll blow that trumpet. And the trumpet is to give warning to the city so they can prepare. Right? So that's what we're doing right now. We're watching out for the prophecy, so forth and so on. And then when we see some of these prophecies come to pass, what are we going to do? We're going to blow the trumpet. All right? Which is cut the camera on and give warning. All right? It's a lot.
And if you think about it, in a way, as the scripture tells us, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. And if you are warring, if you are in this ministry, in this truth, it is an exact contrast with the things that are going on here in Babylon. So it's a spiritual war. And
right.
if you think about
That's
it,
right.
the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, starting with the apostles and elders of GMS on down to us, Lord willing, we are actually in a position of being reconnaissance or doing a recon.
Okay.
And that is, being that forward men to go out and check out the intelligence, the admin, the logistics of what's going on,
right.
and bring it back to the platoon before we send them out there.
Right.
So that's why we have our heads on a swivel. Let me break that word down now. Recon. All right. Recon is short for reconnaissance, which is the act of gathering information about an area or situation, often for military or strategic purposes. It can also be used informally to mean to check something out or look into something.
So, hey, and it's true. We gotta be strategic.
Right.
All right, we gotta be strategic, man. We can't be on a plantation talking about we Israelites and things like that. But you can further break that down. I'm gonna get into my point because I was about to go off of something else.
All right. In the context, it's a common abbreviation or recon for reconnaissance, referring to exploration of an area to gather intelligence. More broadly, it can be used in everyday language to mean investigating, checking something out, or gathering information about something. So we have to check into different things, man, to come to the conclusion of how we should move. How we need to move with wisdom. And this is wise to check into things, man. You don't let it go over your head, like, oh man, that's crazy. Or the weather's doing that. I'm glad it ain't happening here. Or better them than me. All that kind of shit. Hey,
right.
It could be us. They say ignorance is bliss.
Right.
They also say what you don't know won't hurt you. No, that's a damn lie, bro.
That's a damn lie.
In some cases, what you don't know can damn shit tear your ass up.
Right.
So we have to be, like the brother said, not ignorant of any matter, great or small, to the best of our ability.
That's right. So we look into a lot of things, man, that back up the scriptures.
Right, back up the scripture.
Like Rex 84.
Yep.
Certain plans that Esau got out there for you niggas out there, man.
Right.
All right. Hey, we look into that to back up the scriptures. Hey, we know we read certain things that Esau published out, and it's really to tell another, they pass the notes between each other. They get leaked out, and we'll get into that. Right. Oh, see, look, they planning on in 2025 to bring forth this agenda. They got Project 2030. We get into that type of stuff. Why? Because that's what we're supposed to do, and that helps further bring out the scriptures. All right, it helps edify the sheep, man. It helps feed the sheep. All right.
Another side note, the demographics of DC is 53% blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
See that?
53, and then there's a smaller percentage of whites and other heathen nations.
Mm-hmm.
So what does this look like with the National Guard coming out on the street, brother? It kind of looks like he's going against the tribes, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. And he's saying it in the name of crime.
Right.
And you like, well, hold on, they've been pushing motherfuckers on train tracks and all type of shit for mad long now. So this isn't about crime. What is this about? All right. And then he also made it illegal to be homeless.
Yeah.
So he's saying the White House secretary came out and said, well, the first thing that they're going to be doing is rolling around and taking the homeless off the streets, telling them we're going to take you to a homeless shelter or you'll be fined or jailed. But I'm gonna ask you this: all the homeless that's in Washington D.C.
Another thing, an individual who was former National Guard, he came on, I believe, in CNN last day, and he said he was off the record. He wasn't representing the National Guard or any political party. He was talking from himself. And he said he didn't understand why Trump was doing this, because the National Guard is not skilled or trained in traffic stops, roadblocks. They're not skilled in law enforcement duties. He said a lot of those guys are just admin hoes, or they sit behind a desk. That's about it. They don't have the kind of skills that basic police officers would have inside the city like that. So he said he didn't think, or he didn't understand why Trump was doing this. So, you know, for the average person that doesn't understand, you know, duties of different departments, government departments, state, local, state, and federal, all they see is uniforms, they see numbers, and they see weapons. And now guess where they go? They go into straight fear mode. They go into straight fear mode. When you go into the book of Psalms, I believe 115, it talks about the Lord doing whatever he pleases. And all of this is of the Lord. So this is why we have to understand, or we do understand, as it tells us in the book of Proverbs, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and he moves it whithersoever he will. And I'm roughly paraphrasing that. So the Lord puts the spirit on these different so-called kings and princes and leaders to make the moves that he wants them to make to facilitate prophecy. Let's read Psalms 115. Let's see. And 3. But our power, whose name is Yahweh, in the name of the Son, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is in the heavens. He has done whatsoever he hath pleased. That's it. He does what he needs to do to make prophecy come to pass, man. So everybody, all you thugs, all you women, you know, that's wrapped up on feminism and doing what you want to do, and no man can tell you what to do, you know, you're gonna have a rude awakening, bro. Because you women are in your pride, or in your proud element, and then you thugs, you turn your weapons up sideways, and you busting caps, and your name rings bells and things of that nature. But you're not gonna have anything to do, or you're not gonna have any recourse when the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, returns, bro. You know, you're gonna fall in the streets. And many of the military people, they don't even want to fight anymore. They've been on the news, you know, speaking about that they are, I'm going to read that in a second in Jeremiah 50 and 30, but many military, or let's just say civilians that are possible, potential draft prospects, you know, they're saying, hey, you're going to have to send me to prison before I go into the military. I don't want to go over there and fight. And these are the same tough guys that, you know, are in the hood, you know, knocking mugs out, you know, pulling out their weapons. But they don't want to go to the military. They don't want to go to the military. So you son of bitches, you're going to fall in the damn streets, man. Let me read that real quick. Jeremiah 15 and 30. I'm sorry, 50 and 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said the Lord Yahweh.
Right, and you like to get on this point a lot about how these niggas are weak out there, huh?
Right.
Like they in the modern day military, they do it for all the wrong reasons. They get into it for school, so you know, so they can do something, you know, for a career or whatever. It's not to really be in the military.
Right.
So American population is really fucking weak, man. Oh yeah, that was good one. All right, Salakia for that. You know. But yeah, I forgot the point that I was making. But right, hey, we're behind enemy lines right here, man, and we see what's going on here in Babylon. All right, we see what Trump is doing in Washington D.C. All right, deploying the National Guard, deploying the FBI. Like the brother was saying, that the population is more than half of you jakes out there, man. So what is he really doing? He's really turning everything against you, man. And he make it illegal to be homeless. So just a quick question, when you think about it, if all the homeless was to try to go inside of the homeless shelters, would there even be enough room? No, there wouldn't. So where are they going to put these homeless people at? They're going to put them in camps, man. All right? And a lot of you Jake out there that think you hot shit or whatever, he's deploying them to really bust your ass, man. There's a video out there where them FBI went on Jake in their backyard. It was like they smell weed or whatever. And it was like, well, they was asking for IDs too. And it was like, well, tell your boys hey, that we out here, and what's the last thing that the officer said or the agent said? He said Trump tired of it. But he said Trump is tired of it. And he was speaking like he was the representative of Trump. See, nigga, they tired of you niggas, man. And you know what? A lot of death and destruction is coming to this place, man. And we've been warning you. All right? Ezekiel 9:4. If you don't got the mark, the right-handed mark at the Y, that means exempt from judgment, that's your ass. All right? Now, how do you obtain that mark, that exempt from judgment? Practicing the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, man. Coming out on the highways and byways. Keeping the high holy days, man. Making your videos. You know what I mean? Practicing it to the best of your ability. That's how you please the Lord, and that's how you obtain that tawah, that exemption, that mark of exemption, man. Exemption from being judged. All right? Opposite, you gonna get fucked up out here, man. There's a lot of things coming to Babylon. You got pestilence, you got race wars, you got martial law, which we're seeing Trump kind of prepare the stage for the martial law right now. All right? To touch on that just really quick. He already got the troops deployed over there in Texas at the border. Now he got them deployed in Washington, D.C. All right? Now he's talking about Chicago. He's talking about New York. He's talking about Baton Rouge. You got certain people talking about, or Illinois got a problem like that too. So, well, hold on. So wherever crime is, you going to deploy the troops? Come on, what does it sound like to you, man? It sounds like he's trying to make you be okay with the military presence on the street, but he's cloaking it with, hey, we trying to fight crime and this, and he know these heathens out here hate the hell out you. So he killing two birds with one stone almost, man. He's preparing the stage for martial law and to persecute you jakes out there, man. All right, you have something?
Yeah, this is book of Psalms 10 and 8. We sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Hey, Trump is coming against you tribes, man. He's coming against you inner city thugs. And you know, he can't say that on camera. He can't say that or anything like that. But, you know, you can guess that these some bitches talk like that behind closed doors.
Right.
Bro.
Hey, and then cold word is we're going to clean up the streets. What's that mean?
Clean up the streets.
Clean up the streets. The first thing that come to anybody's mind is you, niggas. Yep. Clean up the streets. When they, hey, shit, you ever see when a mayor about to get elected? How they roll out this bitch? How the police roll out this motherfucker? Man, I'm from Atlantic City, New Jersey. When the mayor's about to get elected, man, hey, they stop him. They cleaning up the streets. That's
doing heat detail.
Hey, what the brother said, I don't know what that is, but that shit sounds dramatic. And what happens is they run on campaign promises that we're gonna clean up the streets. We're gonna make these streets safer. What do you think everybody in there is thinking? Of you niggas out there, man. So what does the police go out and do? Even this Edomite police, man, he stopped us walking to this. He even had the face like, man, look, man, this is orders, man. He gave us a half pat and was like, all right, man. But it was like, yo, that's what they mean. So when Trump is talking about putting a foot down or putting pressure on these states and cleaning them up, he's talking about you niggas, man. And now you got people bucking up against Trump, bucking up against the police, bucking up against the military, bucking up against the MAGA crowd. Hey, bro, this about to, hey, I see a race war brewing, man. I see a race war brewing. I see martial law brewing. All right, and the scriptures talk about that.
Psalm 10 and 9, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. Now, some of these homeless people are military, former military. I mean, try to think about how that shit works. You done signed up, You had a PIN number, you had a dog tag, you know, you had rounds down range, and then you come back and the VA puts their foot in your ass, bro. Now you on the street.
Right, and some of them purple hearted too.
Yeah, you're on the streets now, man. The scriptures speak about that. I believe it's in hold on.
You talking about
Sirach 18. I think it's 18.
Man, 4.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
He said, it'd be some things that my soul hated.
Right. That's one of them.
26
and 28.
Yeah, that's 26.
26 and 28.
Right? I want me to grab it for you?
Yeah. Just the first line or two. It says the man of war that's not been set by properly.
All right.
So you got man of war, you got former military guys out here on the damn street, man. You know, with signs up saying a veteran need food.
Right. This is Ecclesiasticus 26, 28, and we read, there be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry. A man of war that suffereth poverty.
Right, you got the former military guys, these veterans who served some time in, you know, Panama, Somalia, Beirut, whatever.
Kuwait.
Kuwait. Now these guys, the VA's not even fucking with them. And these are some of the homeless people. So when the troops come up there to damn push these guys who had that military training or bitter with the government, yeah, all hell's gonna break loose, man. A lot of them are jakes too, man.
Yep. That Civil War, man. And we're gonna see a lot more sedition.
Yep.
Rebellion against the government, man.
Right.
And sedition, it incites insurrection. So it ain't an insurrection, but it incites it. Like, people start to like, hey, bro, they tired of it, man.
Right.
And you got shit. You heard of black fatigue. You got people that's having American fatigue, man. They're in their cars recording themselves, just yelling at the top of their lungs, man. Like,
crashing
what they call crashing out today, man.
Crashing out, bro.
Snapping in the car, just letting it all hang out. Saying, I'm tired of this shit, bro. I saw this one Edomite. He said, bro, I'm tired of not being enough. I'm tired of not making enough. I'm tired of getting up every day. It's just basically running a hamster wheel. Hey, you got motherfuckers out there tripping. Jake was just recorded saying on a bench. He talked about, hey, he's tired, bro. He's tired to the point that he's ready to go to war. And if he gotta die for a greater good or whatever, nah, you just gonna fulfill prophecy, nigga. But his mentality was, hey, because he don't got the truth. But he was like, hey, if I gotta die for the greater good to change this for my sons and your sons and daughters, then fucking so be it. And it's a lot of Jake out there and veteran Jakes, and it's a lot of Edomites that feel that way too. So we're gonna have a lot more sedition. So the scriptures talk about race war, but also talk about civil war too. Civil war meaning citizens of the same nation fighting against each other, man. So we're seeing that, man. So you niggas out there, that everything is about filling your belly, chasing your fucking high, chasing a bitch, chasing a bag. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you got the wrong fucking spirit, man. And guess what? You're going to be caught unawares. When Esau really lay that hammer down, you're going to end up just dying, man. Like the scriptures talked about. You're going to be on the street like fucking dung, man. And nobody going to come through and bury you. All right?
All these people that's on the unicorn on these various social media platforms, bro, they're crying into the damn camera, bruh. How stupid is that?
You cut the camera on, the motherfucking cry.
Yeah, you cut the camera on to complain when if you had this truth, bro, you'll be complaining to the Lord. You'll be crying to the Lord, bro. But that's the difference.
That's the difference, man. That's the big difference. It's Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad,
Right.
and a gift destroyeth the heart. So if you wise, you'll be upset here, man, because you're being oppressed. You're in the slums, you're in the ghettos, you're in the shanty towns. All right, you live upstairs from motherfuckers. Motherfuckers downstairs from you. Niggas is beside you and under you and diagonal from you. You can't even pop your fucking wife without a motherfucking can hear it, man. Let that nigga put a cup to the wall. You know, the old school way, you know, bitches and shit, you know, niggas arguing next door, they put a cup to the wall so they can hear it. They'll hear you and your woman bumping uglies, man. You're being oppressed. You the one that's making minimum wage. All right? And then the bosses feel like they the shit too. You don't come there and really slave. They like, well, niggas, you could take your ass fucking home. Fuck your bills, fuck what you got going on, man. And you want to be here? All right? Now, what's the opposite of being wise? Foolish. In Matthew 25, it speaks about the wise and the foolish. The wise being what? The elect. And the foolish being what? The 2/3, man. So if you're in this bitch with a jovial, upbeat spirit, talking about, man, this Babylon thing ain't all that bad. I had a mentor once. I told the story before. This nigga gonna tell me, and this was before I was in the truth. I just knew something wasn't right, man. I'm like, bro, this can't be it, man. This can't be it. And he's like, he listened to me for about a couple days, and he finally said something about it. He said, hey, you know why you feel that way? Because of your paper. You need to get some more money. I believe when you get some more money, you won't feel that way. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Not so, man. See, Jake is okay with getting a few crumbs off of Master's table. And he alright. But he falls into the category of the foolish, right? And the gift destroyeth the heart, right? Esau give him a gift, a few crumbs off of the table that fall from the side of his fucking mouth. He knock them on the floor, and you niggas start tap dancing and showing all 32 teeth. Yes, thank you, master, for the crumbs of your butter biscuit, and you think everything is all right here, man. All right? See, you in the wrong spirit. The Lord says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. And if I can back this up real quick, this is Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. So why the fuck is you happy, man? To finish it. Well, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments. Like right here, we're subject to payments. Yeah, like if you own a house, they got it set up to where you basically have to keep paying and paying on that bitch damn near like forever, man. And let's say you do pay off the house, you own a house, you don't own the property. So if you fuck up on the property tax, they can still come take the house. You subject to payments. You got to pay rent too on the lower levels. Let's say you don't own land or house. You got to rent your house, you got to rent your car. You know what I'm saying? You can't have your own farmland. You got to go out there constantly to the grocery store, his setup, and eat off of him and get shit from him, man. Subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the land of the most Lord, our power. Right. But yeah, we're in our captivity right now to this day. So what the fuck is there so happy to, what the fuck is there to be happy about, man? Why is Jake so fucking happy? Why is there something to smile about all the goddamn time? What the hell is so funny? You're being oppressed and you're in captivity. All right? So let that sink in. Jake, you're being hunted out here on these streets. They're shooting you down. Now they're going to war with you niggas, man. And you still think it's all right. I bet your motherfuckers, like the brother said, I bet your motherfuckers is looking at Washington, D.C. and Mississippi saying, well, I'm glad I ain't in D.C. Not getting the bigger fucking picture, but if they had the truth, they would know, oh shit, that's about to be in all 50 states. Didn't the scripture speak about martial law? That one shall desire to go from one city to the next and shall not be able to? Imagine if the agent provocateur come over here in one of these protests and start busting at the military. Man, it's a fucking rap. Motherfuckers think the police and all that trying to, and Jake's scared of shit of the police. And they can barely handle the police. How much more the actual military? Man, come the fuck on, man. You niggas about to die.
They got different rules of engagement, man.
Right. Ain't no, my rights. Can you imagine niggas screaming his rights to when martial law declared these troops putting a foot in your ass, man?
Hey, you're not gonna be able to scream no rights when a GI is in front of your ass with an M16, bro, or that AR.
Hey, he looking at your ass on Terminator, like, you know how Terminator look at a motherfucker, beep, 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 beep. Right. Terminate, that's it. Right. He got his orders, that's it. And when martial law, man, all that shit about to hit. And when curfew hit during martial law, and they tell you to keep your ass inside, what did that troop say? It was this Dyke Tyson bitch, but she was giving you the goods. She said, if you tell your ass to get inside, and you don't get inside, well, you won't have to see her. And she was basically, look, it was murder behind that face, bro. No bullshit. So you Jake start thinking, oh, this your block, you run the block. Your name ring bells, ain't nobody coming up and stepping in that shit, man. All that shit, right? Well, rep that block when the martial law troops come by, man.
Right.
when the military comes storming in, or them FBI agents come storming, kicking your fucking door down.
A couple of Humvees rolling down, bruh, and some damn tanks. Bruh, that's some intimidating shit.
Yeah.
Or a couple of damn gunships flying over the city, bro. They can take the whole city down.
Man,
in minutes.
Motherfuckers never saw a striker.
Never.
A couple strikers coming in because y'all getting violent out there.
Right.
Bruh, if you have not ever saw a striker, Google what a striker is. And let's see some of them motherfuckers come by, man, and pull up. Man, you already know what type time it is, man. And if you know the nature of Esau, let's say crime start to go down because we don't know if this is going to be the thing, but let's say it is. Let's say the crime start to go down, so to speak. Esau had agent provocateurs go out there and start some shit.
Yeah.
And now he bringing in the next phase because he understand y'all niggas is bitching out now. And he can't get his plan on. So he like, well, damn, he get some agent provocateurs to go kill a police officer, throw fire bombs, Molotov cocktail and at some troops or whatever. And before you know it, now they looking at the population as hostile.
And those same agent provocateurs, bro, you won't be able to identify those. And once they start and provoke whatever, them son bitches disappear. They gone.
Hey, going with the wind.
Yep.
Hey, and like the brother said, you ain't gonna be able to really peep them. Because how do they come? They come, if it's a MAGA crowd, guess how they coming? MAGA shirt on, make a Greg can hate again. My nigga might have some dipping.
Yep.
Yo, he gonna paint that role. But guess what? This will give him away though. I'm gonna give you the beans. I'll spill the beans on this. Give you the goods. They got backpacks on a lot of times. All right, they got backpacks on. They got to change up their clothes. They got a lot of their
wig on, a mask or whatever.
And that brick that they gonna use. That's their thing. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them got backpacks on and shit like that. But hey, getting back to the point, what spirit, Jake?
One more. The brother was, stating the truth, man. You out here, goddamn, buck dancing and bootlicking and laughing at every goddamn thing. You think something's funny, brother. Scriptures tells us a fool lifteth up his head in laughter, but a wise man smiles scarcely. And this going into the servants of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, giving our minds to the law of the Most High, occupied in the meditation thereof, seeking out the wisdom, and occupied in prophecy, bro. I mean, hey, bro, we already got the screw face. We got the screw face because of this truth. We vexed in the spirit. We're tasting some of that bitter herb right now.
That's right.
That's what we have to be in order to be in this truth, man. Sure, we enjoy particular pleasures of Babylon. We got family, kids, or whatever, certain little hobbies and shit like that. But we're not consumed with that, man.
Right.
You got niggas out here got all the Jordans but no car.
And don't want to wear none of them shit. Hey, nah, you right though. Jordan priorities all fucked up, man.
Yeah, priorities all messed up.
But you see, hey, they living life on just not even easy mode. They're just on zombie fucking mode.
Kentucky
windage, man. Kentucky fucking windage, man. Bro, you be looking at Jake and shit like, yo, like we was just getting into what's the smile about? Getting into surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. When you come inside of this truth, Elder Apostle Tahar was getting into it. It's sweet in your mouth, but it becomes bitter in your belly. And when you get into that word bitter, it gets into agitated, man. Grumpy. You angry, man.
Right. And then when you get into that word mad, it means psychologically vexed or psychologically troubled, because mad and anger are interchangeable sometimes, but mad and anger are two different words, man. Mad is in the brain. Anger is emotionally aggressive or pissed off, rather. The madness, there's some bitches up here in Whitfield at the mental institution, those are mad people. They're probably pissed off too, but they're in there because they're mad. You see? And that's what oppression does. It makes you psychologically vexed in the spirit, man. And then we have enough to be angry as well at the same time, because we pissed off at this shit. This is not, our rest. Don't forget, Jake, we were brought over here. We were knocked over the head and sent on a westerly course. Right here. We're still here. And we're not leaving here until the Lord returns, right? You can go get a passport and say, yeah, I'm going to fucking Brazil. Or I'm going to Israel or some shit. Man, what the hell is that gonna do? Stupid.
Yo, they're retarded, bro.
Retarded.
Hey. But see, but Jake, as long as you give him a few crumbs, it's all right. That's a pacifier, man. And you know what you do to a baby with a pacifier when it wants to chew on something that's used to being on mama titty. Chuck used to have something in his mouth and eat. So what you'll do is put something in the baby mouth that's like a nipple to what? Pacify the child. All right, that's why it's called a pacifier. All right, so they understand throwing a few crumbs off their table, you know, which ain't shit to Esau, man. He throw you $100,000. Now you think everything is good here, man. Now you telling other Jake, why you so angry? You angry because you broke, bro. You angry because y'all broke. As a matter of fact, do they not call us the Bumalites? Because they see the way we move and they see us talking down on Babylon. So what do? They assume in their mind that we niggas that just ain't got no job and that we get together and just bitter because of because we ain't making it like here in Babylon or whatever. I'm gonna tell you no, it's because we're being oppressed and we're in captivity. And you know what? We are bitter. America actually means bitter. Yep. All right, and it's only going to be bitter to the elect. All right. So what spirit should we be in here? Let me grab this real quick. You read something?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's Ezekiel 9:4, and we read, and Yahweh said unto him, talking to an angel, go through the midst of the city and through the midst of Jerusalem, where people before we are placed. So he's talking about us Israelites, man. And set a mark on the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right. So getting into that mark again, that exhibit from judgment. But what is the attitudes that we're supposed to be having? What is our mentality supposed to be like? What spirit should we have on us? We're supposed to be sighing, crying. We're supposed to be angry. We're supposed to be sitting around here agitated, man. Why? Because every time we wake up, you're in fucking captivity. You gotta get up 5 o'clock in the morning to go motherfucking push a plow for Esau, man. And anything you want to do for yourself, he take it out your ass because you went to work for him for 8 hours, 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours straight. So right, we're sighing and crying and for all the abominations that be done thereof, man. We seeing our people destroyed. We got this, what we just have? A bunch of Jake men dressed in fucking red dresses.
Red dress run.
The red dress run, switching and shit, full beards with makeup and eyelashes on and shit. Man, look, we sighing physically and spiritually. When you see something like that and you in the right spirit, you literally sigh, brother. You go, man, oh, man. And you shake your head like, damn, man. And then you do it spiritually too. Like, man, you cry up to the Lord like, man, Lord, how long y'all busting y'all shine, man? Please hurry up. Not, you know, trying to, hurry the Lord up, like speed him up, because we know everything gonna be on his time. But like just praying, like, because we vexed here, man. So we're supposed to be sighing and crying for the abominations that be done thereof, man. People worshiping Krishna, Buddha, Jesus Christ, Allah. Shit, the black woman. People worship self. I'm God. God body. Calling themselves Allah. Allah. Arm, leg, arm, head. That's what they say, man. Arm, leg, arm, head. That's God body. Or whatever, man. Jake fucking through.
You know what, bro? The so-called black woman is the #1 advocate of the alphabet community, man. They push that shit. They don't have a problem with it. Oh, look at that. It's okay. You know, he's living his life. He's happy. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right. And then see, Jake, the nigga bitch is so wicked. If you speak against it, they'll be like, yo, you must be gay. They'll try to do some reverse psychology shit on you. So, you know what I mean? Or if you really start talking like that shit, before you know it, you'll get hemmed up, man. Esau have it out here. You speak against them, they can lock you up, man, for like hate speech against them and shit like that. Now, Trump in office now, so I don't know how, like, if they switched up on it or whatever, but I know when Biden was in office, bro. I know, bro, if you went to the plantation and Michael showed up as Michelle one day, and this nigga through the whole 5 years you've been there on the plantation with this nigga, you've been calling him Michael, and that day you call him Michael, they give your ass the boot. All right? So what is there to be fucking happy here, bro? Why ain't you sighing and crying? All right, that lets you know that you're in the wrong spirit. You see the nigga bitch. Look,
Yeah, man.
we was just talking about the nigga bitch.
bro. Through, man.
Through. T-H-R-U-U.
Through. This is Baruch, the 4th chapter and 27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Lord, as opposed to crying the damn TikTok. As opposed to sitting in your car crashing out and screaming and throwing shit, foaming at the damn mouth.
Pulling the wheel damn near off the goddamn car.
Pulling the damn steering wheel off the hinge.
Right.
You know, you crying to damn the World Wide Web, you know, being stupid, man. And that's the difference. We cry to the Lord, man. We speak to the Lord about these things as He brings prophecy to pass, man. When we talk to the Lord, when we cry to the Lord, bro, He understands that, hey, that's some of my servants down there, not these other motherfuckers sitting in the damn car screaming, you know, looking for some sort of empathy,
right?
Some sort of understanding, a hug,
right? Which them doing that changes nothing. It changes nothing.
When they get some likes, they might get some emojis or something, you know.
Hey,
maybe.
No, that's what they're gonna get. They're gonna get views. They're gonna get a few likes, and I guess that's the something.
Right.
But it ain't gonna do nothing. No. And if you had the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the scriptures, you will know that these things have to come to pass. Right? This is the beginning of sorrow, and it's about to get 10, 20 times, 40, 50 times worse than it is right now. And if you want to be saved in those times, then you're gonna have to please the Lord right now, man. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Seek the what is it? Seek Him in the days of thy youth, before the evil days or years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So hey, now more want to start tapping in and shit like that, but it ain't genuine. But we're gonna have a lot more of that gonna be in the future. Hey bro, wasn't you with them Hebrew Israelites, man? Hey man, hey, I just wasn't ready. What's that you were saying though? You know what I'm saying? And so what are you gonna say to them? Ezekiel 3:26, the Lord said, your tongue gonna cleave to the roof of your mouth, that you should be dumb and not be a reprover to them. Why, Lord? Because there was a rebellious house, and rebellion is likened unto witchcraft. And guess what? We should not suffer a witch to live. The Lord got you on a chopping block. You a dead man, a dead woman walking. You don't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
Dead bodies in the street, man. Spiritual side of nature.
Right. Hey, this is John, 1 John 2:15, and we read, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Dumbasses will bring out John 3:16. God so loved the world. Well, hold up, somebody's lying. How can God so love the world and it says love, and He says love not the world? You dumbasses just don't understand. No, the Bible ain't been tampered with. Your understanding is tampered with.
Right. That's cosmos. Let's talk about a particular group of people.
Right.
Let's talk about us Israelites, man. Contrary to popular belief, the Lord ain't died for everybody. The Lord died for the elect, which translates to dying for all Israel, man. Because through the elect, through the Lord dying for the elect, the rest of the 2/3 is going to come through the loins of the elect, man. So that's in the cosmos. When you go to the book of Luke, that's talking about, because they was talking about taxing the whole world, right? So when you get into that word, the taxing the whole world, that's what, ointmenting? Excuse my speech. And that actually means the whole world. So you don't know what the fuck you talk about. The inhabited earth, man. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. So that's the true men and women of Yahweh Shemi Shah. We don't love the world, neither the things that are in the world, man. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but it's of the world, man.
That's the prosperity doctrine, man.
All right?
That's a whole different gospel, man. The prosperity doctrine teaches you to fulfill the pleasures of the flesh. As the scripture tells us, when you come to serve the Lord, you got to take your own righteous constantly endure. The fire furnace of affliction, of adversity. I think it was the fifth verse in Sirach, the 2nd chapter.
2 and 5?
Yeah, 2 and 5.
The fire of adversity. So is acceptable.
Furnace of acceptable
gold,
men.
Yeah, as gold is tried in the fire, so is acceptable men in the fire of adversity.
Yeah, that's it. The furnace of adversity. And the tried gold in the fire and acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. That's it.
Right.
So that's not prosperity, bro. That's making yourself a living sacrifice. That's denying yourself. That's moving in the spirit, which is life, and carnality minded is death.
That's right. That's right. So just I want to end it off with this one, unless you got something.
That's it, bro.
17th verse. And the world passeth away,
Yep.
and the lust thereof. Hey, chase the world. That shit gonna go, man. It says, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. You see? So, hey, there you go. So what spirit should you be in there? You should be in a spirit of crying, sighing, a spirit of agitation, man. All right? You should be bitter too. All right? Mugs look at you, I mean, with the brotherhood and stuff like that, yeah, we smile and things like that. But, bro, we ain't out here kicking it up, kicking it with these people of the world, man. Rubbing elbows and shaking our butts with them, man. Man, fuck them, man. All right? They're going to go and eat a ham sandwich, go commit adultery, and spark up a Lucy right after they get them fucking committing adultery. And that's the person you going to go fucking hang with? Hey, we supposed to be moving like Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai when he was on the earth, man. All right, you saw how his people was, man. He moved with the 12, even though he had what? He had 70, how many? He had 70-something disciples, right? But you saw, you know, he rolled with the 12, his group, man. Yeah, had 72 disciples, huh? All right, well, yeah, hey, I hope this was edifying. All right, hope you could take something from it. So, no further ado, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and great glory to the Heavenly Father through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rachak. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect, pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. So with that, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom. Baba Ball.
Abba Ball.
Swam Yasharala.
Swam Yasharala. Shalom.